Favorite things about this unit is this. It's a really fun feature. It's something we always love to show off when people come into the showroom. Hey everyone, Tanner from Imagine Room Closets. Today we're going to talk about garages. The first thing we wanted to introduce today was the steel line of metal cabinets that we have for your garage. This is a company called Cabinets by Haley. They're designed, built, manufactured in Calgary, Alberta, right here in Canada, and we're a dealer for them. They're a fantastic company to deal with. What they do is create high-end, custom, modular steel cabinets for car enthusiasts. They do it for race car teams. The son of the company actually is a race car driver himself in one of the NASCAR series. And it's a super high quality product. They have their own powder coating facilities, so they paint them in whatever color you want. They have 9 standard colors, but with a few modifications, they'll make them look exactly the way that you want them to. Another great feature with these is they're all made out of 16 gauge steel. So if you're familiar with how the whole gauge system works, basically the lower the number, the thicker the steel. When we were doing our research and trying to find a supplier for steel cabinets, because it's something that our customers have been requesting, we did find cheaper alternatives for steel cabinets, and they would come from overseas. But at the end of the day, what we found was that the gauge of the steel was 21 or 22 or 23 gauge thickness, which for comparison, think of it as like a thin piece of sheet metal. So if you bump into it with your elbow, it's going to dent, whereas everything on here is extremely solid, and they have a lifetime warranty that goes along with it. You'll notice that all of the hardware on this is extremely heavy duty. So they do a lot of commercial projects. They've done lockers for RCMP and fire department attachments. They can customize the locking mechanisms so that you can make them more secure with either padlocks or keys. They have shelves that roll out. These shelves are adjustable and they're extremely heavy duty. Now when it comes to drawers, I'll take you over here. They also make full tool chests, and they can be integrated into their full freestanding systems, or they can be put on wheels like this one here. As far as quality goes, if you've heard of names like Snap-on, these are completely in line with Snap-on's cabinets, at about 30% less the cost of what a Snap-on cabinet would cost. So in talking with heavy duty mechanics and the value that they put in their tools, something like this is completely reasonable and necessary for their trade. As far as the drawers goes, they're extremely heavy duty. Like you'll see on this top drawer here, this is a 48-inch wide tool chest, and the top drawer has double drawer slides on it, and they are full extension, so you can get access to all of the tools that are inside of that. These also are locking as well. So when it comes to countertop choices, Cabinets by Haley offers 3 different options. They have galvanized steel, stainless steel, and if you want to have a colored finish of some kind, they can also apply the same powder coating that they put on the cabinets right onto the countertop, which looks really phenomenal and can be an accent piece for the unit. So Cabinets by Haley, they've positioned themselves as a premium metal garage cabinet supplier. So with that, they offer lots of different options. One of the things that they offer is LED lighting, which is fantastic. Not only does it look great, but it can light up your work area, which is really, really helpful. And it's integrated into the unit, so it looks really sharp. Another thing that they do as well is for these columns that come standard in a lot of their different layouts, you can customize what type of power options, whether it be a number of outlets that you'd like. So like here we have 320 volt outlets, and we also have a couple of USB-A ports as well. And inside of those, you can actually open up those compartments and you can store audio-visual equipment. So like for example, we've got an Apple TV in behind there, or if you have a game console or a cable box, something like that, those can all be put in behind, so you have a super clean look. One of our favorite things to show off for this unit in particular is the hidden TV. So it's I think it's a 55-inch flat screen TV. All of our audiovisual components, they're all buried inside of the cabinet itself. If you open up the doors down here, there's actually a false back to these cabinets so that you don't see any of the workings in behind. And it's a really awesome mechanism, and it's all pre-built in the factory in Calgary, so it works right out of the box when it gets shipped to you. One of the other great products that we have for your garage is something called Slat Wall. Now, this is something you might be familiar with seeing in a retail store. Usually it's painted white and it's made out of MDF. One of the challenges is that garages are not necessarily a dry place, and they're usually fairly high traffic. Think of your car door swinging open and smashing into it. And basically what we've got here is a PVC product, and it's called Handy Wall. This is a really impressive slat wall. What it does is it holds up to 75 pounds per foot. And the biggest feature that I love about it is that you're able to adjust where you put things on the wall. Especially when you've got things like season changes, you're moving different tools, maybe from the shed to the garage, whatever you're using most often. Winter hits, it's time to bring out the snow shovel, you need to keep it close to the front of the garage door. I've got a whole wall of slat wall in my own garage. I'm still adjusting it, and I've had it in there for a couple of years. I'm always moving things around, and especially with a young family like I have, you know, one wall has strollers on it and the next wall has motorcycle gear on it, and there's all kinds of things that you can do with it. It comes in a variety of different colors. We usually we stock the gray, but it's really nice to accent with a black, or there's a few other colors if you've got something specific in mind. They've got tons of accessories that come along with it. When you come to us and you're kind of struggling to think about what goes where, we'll give you kind of a plan for what would typically go in what areas of the garage. So we'll take an inventory of what types of tools do you have, how many Rubbermaid bins do you need to store, and we'll take that all into account and we'll put together a plan for you. You can choose to go with it, or you can continue to change things after it's all in. But we've had nothing but rave reviews about how helpful Handy Wall is, and it saves your walls. You're not drilling holes into it, and nothing that you do is permanent. So it's really a great feature that way. Cabinets by Haley also, because they have their own steel shop, they break these or they create these shelves for us as well. So these are really great for doing feature things. So if you've got model cars, or you put motorcycle helmets, boots, those kinds of things. These ones are nice too. They've got slots in the front, so if you want to hang something on it, you're able to do that. And then there's also the bane of every garage storage issue, which is tires. So we also have tire racks as well. There's a couple of different ways that we treat tire storage. If you've got somebody that's fairly strong in the household, keeping them up off of the floor is a great option. But if you don't have somebody that's able to lift big heavy tires up twice a year, there's a lot of great options for storing them on the floor as well, whether it's stacking them flat on their sides or actually rolling them with a little bit of a bump stop so that they don't roll away from the wall. Thanks again for joining us, everyone. Please come down to our showroom. We're located here in Kamloops, BC. We're open 5 days a week. My name is Tanner, and I'd be happy to show you all of the amazing things that we can do with your garage. Stay safe, and thanks for joining us.